polyps at least.
Well, can you zoom out on high pack really quick?
Yeah.
I just want to see terrain. Okay, so
Did
we're
you
like
grab
at the
some
top
stills?
of this.
I mean, there's
Cool.
another, like, we're on this plateau here, and there's another little ridge up,
Okay,
which
cool.
Well, that's nice to see. It is
yeah,
alive still.
it doesn't get much shallower.
But it did break pretty easily when we accidentally.
Maybe like 50
Something,
meters.
Yeah.
That was the really far edges, though. Do you want to zoom in on like the corner where we tapped it?
Sure. Can we
See if that
tap?
looks
It's a
alive?
little love tap.
Yeah. It's alive.
So this is a zigzag coral?
I think this is
No,
a different species.
yeah.
The one we were looking at, the little one,
Make a good
that's
puzzle.
probably a zigzag.
Oh man, you
Oh,
drive
just
yourself
could be
crazy putting that
an
together. That's
Elapsomia.
Hard.
Which is the
Oh
piece?
yeah, what
you
is
get
that?
the corner pieces and like
Is that a squid?
maybe the edge
No.
by process of
What is
elimination.
Yeah, get a grab. Can we zoom in more on the little guy?
That's a full zoom.
That's a squat
Okay,
lobster.
yeah.
There's
Okay,
its
I don't wanna get
claws. Whoa. Couldn't even see them, they blend in.
Well camouflaged.
So why did the, like on the right side of the screen, is that what the zigzag coral looks like? Or is that just a pattern from this one?
Oh, that looks similar, yeah.
Yeah, it does look similar. Let's see.
The
one in the
Are
ID
you
book
looking at
is
the same
pretty
ID
small.
guide?
Hold on left that
Brian?
Scott has a jacket on.
I'm not looking at any ID guide.
The surface area.
I'm just going based on what you
Let
guys
me
have been
look
saying.
online.
It's only
Let's
one
see.
Scott surface
Because you
area.
can kind of see in the photo, there's some areas that aren't as
What is this
zigzag,
anemone down
but
there?
this one is
Is that-
definitely.
Let's check it out. Pora.
The
CF
background.
oculata.
It is in the back.
It's an interesting anemone behind it.
Oh yeah, it does look kind of similar
Oh, licensed to me.
in the larger growth pattern.
Let's check it out.
Where do you want to look?
I just said there's an interesting anemone
Yeah,
behind
and there's
it.
definitely
Oh, yeah.
examples of larger ones
Good,
too.
good eye, Brian.
It does look like it.
I'm sorry.
Ah,
Go for zoom.
go for
Yeah.
zoom. Look at this
Giggity.
current.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
not
whoa.
insignificant.
That's interesting
Hey, some moving
coloration.
polyps on this one. You can see them starting to come out a little
Yeah.
bit.
It feels like it looks like it'd be
I
really
think
velvety.
velvety.
Pora
Right.
oculata is a good idea.
Peyton, can we get some screen captures?
Yes,
does
I
look
did
velvety.
get one. I'll get another one.
That's a really pretty anemone.
Thanks
It's
for
like a
adjusting
two-toned
the
color.
exposure, Anthony.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
It came
of
out way
course.
better.
It was a big heave.
I figured that would be better than this.
That looks pretty cool too.
It is about 18 knots to the southeast.
Cool. Thank you.
What's some of that brown stuff starting to kind of coat the backside of it?
Oh, what's
Yeah, at the base.
that?
We're looking
Ooh, what
into
is
a
that?
Look at
1
that
knot
sucker.
current.
It's a sponge.
No,
That is a
many a
look like,
sponge.
Yeah.
because it's dark outside. That is my weather
There's
forecast.
a little bit more of that pink
We're also
coral.
in a
yeah,
windowless
look at
room.
that. There must have been near the base of this large one another colony that was whatever species the pink one is. It's very pretty.
There's green. And is that just the darker polyps that are that
No,
kind of brownish color?
I think, go a little to the left. Can we zoom a little to the left?
Of the green? The
g-
green?
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
those are dead.
And that darker color is just all the polyps that are out.
That's, I
Yeah, it
think
looked like
that's
the
something
dead-
in the background.
Or maybe on the other side.
Yeah,
like all
because
the-
I can focus through the coil to
Okay.
focus it.
All those dead pieces we saw earlier, it looks like the same kind of color.
Yeah, but it's
Maybe
definitely
behind it,
beyond
yeah.
this like first layer.
Mm-hmm.
I can focus on it and then come back and focus on the coral.
It's a little shrimp behind at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks like it. Ooh, so pretty.
It's
What's that white thing in the background sticking up?
Oh yeah.
Is that a dead?
Dead.
You know, Summer and her love of finding dead coral stumps.
That's what it
There
looks
is.
like.
That one?
Yeah. It almost looks like not biological.
Kind of does.
Anyway,
Oh, there's a brittle star in the background. At 3 o'clock.
It's really cool.
Huh.
Cool coral.
Interesting.
It's quite large.
Ooh, let's maybe try to do a little photo grid of this big colony.
I don't think that's
Yeah.
gonna work.
I'm also nervous
Too
about.
white,
overhanging.
I'm also
Well,
just
we
nervous
are on a
about hitting
very,
it
very
again.
steep cliff,
Oh.
and
Yeah.
this thing is massive, and
We wouldn't get the bottom
it wouldn't
either, yeah.
it wouldn't work very
Yeah.
well.
Oh,
This is probably
Um,
true.
Yeah. We don't want to force drive Herc into anything.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
All right, let's pick up and go. So on the radar, the top is that.
So we're looking
So
north now,
Okay,
yes.
so
We
on the radar,
were
what we've seen is north.
going south.
We've
yeah.
been heading south. The target is south. If we want to start heading up the hill, in theory, there should be a plateau somewhere, or we could keep heading south until we...
Let's start heading
Yeah.
up to the top of the ridge and check it out. I think we've been on the side for a
Go
while.
up.
all right, so that'll
Yeah,
be
let's try to go.
east.
We'll go
Find
up.
some fish.
Yeah. Okay.
The
So we'll go east.
end point is to the south.
Yes, is south of us.
So is that the priority then, to go to the end point, or did
I
you
think
say
to
you want
get
to
to
go
the
necessarily,
top of
but
the
to
ridge
get-
and then
yeah.
start heading
Gotcha.
south. we still
Because
have
we've been
5 hours
cruising.
on
Yeah.
Okay,
So they can
cool.
always drop back down on the next shift too.
the...
All right, so we'll go to the east.
Yeah. It would be nice to check out the ridge though. See what we see there. If we don't see
Cool.
much, then we can go back down.
Bye, giant coral.
So sorry, remind me again, we've been going east.
We've been going
south, but
Or-
facing.
facing east to watch this ridge.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
now we're gonna, if that's what you want to do, we could go up the ridge.
Yeah, let's go up.
And then we'll start heading south when we get to the top of it
Gotcha.
to head towards the next waypoint. I'm gonna let you lead for a minute and keep Argus away from the wall.
Cool.
Can I reset DVL?
No.
No, we only have 3 beams.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
There's a starfish in the bottom left quarter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's drifted, but
We're just where the spots are.
yeah. If we hit the plateau, maybe get us
Yeah.
through the spot.
So there is a plateau. We shall see.
There's gotta be one,
Right?
unless it's just some
Looks like
jaggedy,
there's-
jagged point. All right, so we're gonna come up abruptly. You ready?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm way ahead of you. Not really. But I have been coming up.
Okay.
Hey. That's another coral fin. This one looks alive.
Yeah, that
It has
coral
more
looks
color
alive.
to it. The bottom right looks dead though. I wonder if the crinoids
There are a lot
are
of crinoids.
having
zoom
an
video?
effect on them.
Wanna zoom?
Yes.
really quickly?
I mean, usually they don't.
It seems to be the only species
Okay,
that's
go
like
ahead.
thriving in this area.
Yeah, they don't feed on the corals, but maybe they're blocking all their food source.
Did
They're
someone
not
say they
able to
wanted
be
a sample
alive.
of a crinoid? Or were we just
No.
talking about that?
No, we were
Okay.
just talking about. There's
I
another
don't
one.
remember.
You can get the ship going now.
There is
Okay.
a high density of crinoids. Oh, I think there's a glass sponge.
Look at this on the right side.
Yeah, there's a couple.
just littered with huge pieces of dead coral.
This whole part is.
Did we reach the top? That was easy.
Are we there already?
Possibly the sonar's kind of fading out.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is.
Of hard return. Maybe we can do that DVL reset after all.
Oh, wait a minute. Ship is catching up.
Did it start moving in the right direction?
I just sent it east.
Is it actually
Man,
moving
what
east?
happened to all of these corals?
I think it is. It's in this very, yeah.
This
yeah,
was a
one
lot
is,
darker.
yeah.
The
Oh, perfect.
unsolved mystery.
There it
Alright,
is.
we actually
It's
can
getting
reset
coated in
DVL when I get
manganese.
over there.
Awesome.
This looks like the top, huh? Like sonar's.
Yeah.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
There's a
Can
basket
we,
cell on that
Where is it?
fan. Top left of the coral on our right side.
Top left of the coral.
Oh, got
Yeah.
it.
Just a basket star.
Could we, it looks like all sand to the left, so maybe we
Does.
just kind of stick along the right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
Kinda over
reset
the
some
rock.
nav stuff
Okay.
on the flat bottom,
Yeah, it'll take like 2 seconds.
and then
No
we
problem.
will head back to the edge.
You got 4 beams there.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna
for
wait
it.
for like a couple returns.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Two. Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. I have only 3 beams. Oh, yeah, don't do it yet.
Don't do it.
No, I only got 3 beams right now.
Hannah,
Okay.
how many interactions
But
have you
you
done
can
so
keep.
far?
I mean, those are still valid. You
I've
Yeah.
only
USBL
actually done
points.
one.
How did it go?
almost
It was
there.
good. It was with
Okay.
University of
Good.
the Azores.
Yes.
And it actually went for like an hour.
Wow.
Auto
It was really
XYZ?
long. It was a
Auto
late
XY.
one,
Resetting.
and it
Go
was
for
a
it.
long one. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I was surprised, but they were super.
Okay.
The professors were very
If you want to
interested,
head back to the ridge.
as well as some of the students. There was
So-
some graduate students that were also kind of doing some experimenting with like photo mosaics and video footage. And so the Azores are volcanic islands as well, so they're also really big into deep sea research. So
Gotcha.
there was actually a group of the professors that weren't there because they were on a current cruise. They were also very intrigued and interested in the Nautilus and how the Nautilus operates, and partners with other like visiting scientists from other organizations like Sanctuary coming in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they were definitely, and Chris was on that too, so he chimed,
nice.
excuse me, he chimed in a lot on for ocean exploration and kind of how the whole operation
Yeah.
is ran. But yeah, it was really good.
Neat.
Have you done any?
Another huge
I'm doing my
coral
first
down
one.
I did hear
Technically
aquarium.
today. Yeah, with the Seattle Aquarium.
Okay.
I'm really excited to
Very
see them.
cool.
But yeah, I was an aquarium volunteer for 4 years, and it's like a kind
Oh,
of
wow,
a
that's a
tight-knit
good one.
community, and
Okay. What did you do when you were there?
basically, so you're an interpreter, so you're on the aquarium floor talking to visitors
Okay.
about the exhibits. Oh, there's a pink and a yellow coral there. You're talking about exhibits, you're connecting it to sort of greater ideas in conservation, marine
Cool.
environments.
Bridge nav. Can we
Um,
have a
it's really cool 'cause
10-meter
people pay to
step at
go there and listen to you
180,
nerd out about
Yeah.
marine
Huge
science.
coral kind of coming
Nice.
in underneath you.
I actually interned when I was an undergrad at the Aquarium of the what's it called? Aquarium of the Pacific in Long Beach. I was a dive intern, so we were
Oh, neat.
diving in the tanks. They had 2 large tanks that were about 30 feet deep. One was a tropical tank and one was a cold water tank, like kelp forest, temperate.
Oh.
And then, so we'd
Cool.
feed the animals, got bit a
Yeah.
couple times.
Oh. Bye?
And a sheephead wrasse, a huge one, big teeth.
Oh.
And then
Yeah.
we'd feed like the leopard sharks and stuff. And what else? Just kind of maintain, clean the tanks. And then I, as the intern, was in charge of like filling scuba tanks and making sure all the divers had everything they needed. And we would occasionally do like tours of the dive locker and in the back. So I would occasionally do those.
Oh, that's fun.
And then as part of it, they had I don't remember who the organization was. I think they were called Santa Monica Bay Keepers at the time, and I believe they're called LA Water Keepers now, but they had a giant kelp restoration project going on at the time. And so they partnered with the aquarium, so a lot of the people at the aquarium, all the divers actually, except the DSO and the assistant DSO, were volunteers. So, ooh, what is that?
Dive safety
That's the
officer, is that what DSO means?
Diving safety officer, correct.
Sorry, is that a little
Fly trap anemone?
Yeah.
No basket star too.
starfish? No, in the upper leg.
Oh, yep. That's a
That's
starfish.
definitely a basket
Oh, it's
star.
eating something.
Oh yeah, there is a starfish. But yeah, so everyone that dove at that aquarium, they were all volunteers. It was pretty
Yeah, we
amazing,
have
and they would.
A lot at our aquarium too.
Yeah, it's really cool that people volunteer their time for that. Because, yeah, everyone was a volunteer, like I said, except the DSO and the assistant DSO. I'm pretty sure they were the only actual employees. But anyway, so we would go out with this other organization and volunteer our time and do dives in the open ocean, which I always preferred when I mean, it was as cool as it was to work in the aquarium. I definitely realized I preferred to dive out in the wild.
So Hannah, do you want to stay more like on the top of this ledge and like so we have that, we're on the top, and then just look at the ledge, the top part, or you want to go like down a little bit, or like do you want to keep like the top in view like this?
Yeah, maybe let's hang at the, or we could kind of, let's see. We could kind of bob, like go up,
like up and down a little bit?
Yeah, like kind of go to the top and move a little horizontally and then slightly go down and
sure, okay.
Kind of do
So
that.
It looks good to look at.
Yeah, basically.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely really excited to see them because I know, like, I sort of like when I was scheduling the interaction with them, I was like, yeah, I definitely want to do it a little further into the expedition, especially once we've had like the opportunity to see some actual deep sea corals.
Have more to talk about.
Yeah, and I think like I definitely want to bring up just like this mystery, the fact that there's so much dead coral skeleton.
So, like even in this frame we have right now,
it's fascinating. It's a little like it's a little heartbreaking. Yeah. Like, is this an issue?
Well, this is the
happening elsewhere?
second location we've seen this.
Yeah.
To answer the question that came in about how does wind affect the dives, Hercules and Argus are tethered to the ship, so as the wind blows the ship around, we have to use our dynamic positioning system to make sure we stay where we need to, so we don't drag Argus and Hercules around where they don't want them to go.
Should we at some point, and we can always ask like maybe another watch to do this, maybe take another representative sample of these coral branches?
Yeah,
okay.
We could, yeah. Get another one of maybe a different species.
Yeah.
Ooh, bright orange dot. I don't know what that is.
That's another one, our Anthromastus coral at the bottom.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Want a zoom video? Want to get it centered up?
There's another chrysogorgid next to it.
Mm-hmm. There's another yellow coral. Nice.
Is that a sponge right there at the bottom right?
Bottom right?
It just went off screen.
Okay, that still looks like Enelopsamia.
There you go. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's a sponge.
I don't see the sponge.
Where?
It is about 4 o'clock. So keep turning your lasers.
There's a lot of Phoreus
It's right about
sponges.
6 o'clock now. Towards the bottom of the screen. In between those two rocks. If you zoom in.
Zoom in video?
Yep. And you pause right there.
Oh, wow.
Where?
So it's kind of a clear
to
whitish.
the right.
Oh,
yeah,
right
that's
there.
another Phoreus species.
That looks like sand.
Those
Yeah.
look really cool.
Wow.
They just like
Good eye.
their shapes are so interesting.
They're almost like
Satellite?
lettuce leaf-like in shape on the top, at least.
I think there's
sorry.
one that's
It's a shrimp.
There's a shrimp. You just wanted to
Oh,
to
another
show the
shrimp.
huh?
Yeah,
There was
I'm
two
just
shrimp.
trying to not hit the coral underneath me.
Very cool.
Blessed by shrimp.
Whoa.
Not blessed by fish.
Ooh, here's a coral that's pretty pink in color. Nice. Interesting how it's growing like perpendicular to the wall.
Yeah.
It's almost like flat. Huh.
That looks healthy though.
It looks
Yeah.
very healthy. Nice color.
You can zoom video.
Is it growing
growing.
on a dead one?
Yeah, it is.
Looks like it. Wow, so that other dead one's really old. Oh, I was in the middle of checking growth rates. I forgot.
Okay, go wide.
Is that an anemone right there? Or not an anemone, an urchin?
Elaborate.
Underneath
Where?
the pink one, if you zoom in, it's very tiny.
Where?
So if you zoom in again,
Just zoom in, go ahead.
there's a small white thing with
Oh, yeah, keep going.
or no, it's at the underside of a crinoid. Yeah, it's the underside. So
At like 6 o'clock, or like,
yeah, about
5.
4 o'clock.
yeah, 4.
Oh, down there?
Yeah, it just looks different because it's the underside.
Oh.
Is that a
Can you
tiny
zoom in
crinoid?
more?
That
That's
polyp is still
another-
alive.
Chrysocarpid.
That white one right there, or the clear.
Yeah.
The one on the right looks like
It,
it.
it
And
does
there's
look like another
one underneath that
Chrysocarpid.
looks like a tiny anthomastus.
Yeah.
It
The start of
does.
it.
Except it's clear, yeah. Huh.
Well, no, the anthomastus is at the
Go wide
edge,
video.
right underneath the laser.
Oh, I didn't see it.
There's like 2 polyps.
Oh, I missed it. Wow. It's a pretty steep little ledge.
There's a precarious whip.
Can you look at the side chat? We have a request for some
Oh.
of these loose rocks.
Alright, I gotta hold up here. Alright, you wanna zoom in
Alright.
video? This is pretty.
Do we have room for more rocks, Penny?
We do. 4 bio boxes are open.
Summer Scott, you want to grab some rocks?
Do you want to rock from here?
Yes, that is the request.
Oh, cool.
Some of these loose rocks kind of hanging off on the side.
Okay.
Guess it's time to find an
yeah,
rock.
where do we, I'll just go closer and we can kind of.
I'm trying to get that
ship's a little
size.
ahead of us. Could you step just a few more meters south and then pick up a rock?
Yeah.
It's because I don't want you to be towed.
So the question that's coming in about the access to papers and resources and research and things like that, we have some printed guides as well as we have access to the internet. That's how we're talking to you all. So there's a whole host of different searches and things like that that our scientists use, as well as document scientists on shore, to start to identify or research or come up with some of the answers we look for.
Picking a spot somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay.
Finding a rock. I think you should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, if I go, yeah.
Yep.
Anymore, I can't really. All right.
I'm gonna let the tether settle out. I mean
So I'm not sure what size, but we've been usually getting like the softball size. So
let's see if I can find a good place to land.
Dr. Jackson, do you have a preference in size? You can type in through SciChat.
I wrote him, but he hasn't responded.
So those look kind of loose over there.
To the right. And
yeah.
Then, yeah. I don't know if you could land and grab one there.
Yeah, and I don't think that'll be reachable.
Mm-hmm.
I could come up a little bit. Yeah, there's some above that look kind of loose also.
There's so many crinoids.
This is by far the most we've seen in any area.
Maybe.
Are you stretching? Okay.
Oh, maybe that could be.
15
Ooh,
centimeters.
There looks like a pretty purple colony into the lower
Couple different
right.
locations here or there.
Jackson said to the front and right, and about 15 centimeters in size.
15 centimeters?
Yep.
It's a good sized rock. Yeah.
He also said nice angular blocks are good.
So some gorgonians can grow around 1.7 centimeters per year, up to 14.5 centimeters per year. So they grow
That's a pretty wide range.
Yeah, pretty large range. So one interesting thing with, I'm not sure if it's true with soft corals, but hard corals, definitely almost like tree rings in a tree trunk. You can count the amount of, or like count the years. In corals, you can do the same. You can take like a slice of the skeleton, say like do an X-ray, and then you can per se count the rings, just like you can in a tree.
Yeah.
And you can also gather data on the environmental conditions from the skeleton, and you can also see growth. So say 1 year a coral grew faster, you would see, I believe it's a wider band than if it had grown slower maybe because of environmental stressors or conditions weren't as favorable.
Thanks. Sam, are you looking for a place to land?
And we're waiting for the ship to move in position.
Okay, nice.
Seems to be a target-rich environment. We're just trying to get there.
Yeah.
How long does it take the movement of the ship to affect Argus? Like when you're 1,000 meters down?
Yeah, it depends how deep you are. This should take like 3 minutes or so.
That's not too bad for 1,000 meters of distance between the two things.
Yeah, but it also is like how long it takes for the ship to kick into the correct direction. Because if you look at the DP, I don't recommend putting it up, but if you look at the DP, it's like, or you could put up the map. It's full of these little spirals, and it takes a minute for the ship to overcome currents and winds to go in the correct direction. So it's like a 5 to 7 minute process at least.
So from our scientist ashore requesting the rock, he said about 15 centimeter in size. Nice angular blocks are good.
So to answer those questions coming in for our viewers, those crinoids are alive. And when it comes to looking for rock samples, we have scientists ashore who've kind of said what they wanted, what they're looking for, and they let us know. And then if there's something of specific interest or a unique area, of course we can take extra samples as well. Greetings to Egypt. Thanks for tuning in.
Viewer from Egypt?
Egypt, yeah.
Wow, very cool.
Ship's coming.
It's working its way. Hello, Sweden. Thanks for joining in.
It's a nice whip to look at.
A very nice whip coral.
Scott laughs at me.
Hello, Israel. Thanks for joining us as well.
Is this the same whip coral we were looking at earlier?
Correct.
Okay. Because I like looked at the screen grab I had just taken, and I'm like, wait.
Did Hannah, did Dr. Sudak have any idea about what might be happening to the corals?
No, she didn't respond, and I think she had logged off.
Come on, Argus.
This is probably why she hadn't responded. Yeah, she did come off. And she did not say. What's up, Peyton?
Better? I'm gonna add another 5-meter step. I know. Yeah.
It's nice to hear that our Australian viewers staying up with us, even though it seems pretty late your time.
No luck trying to land.
Yeah, the ship's just, the DP's been a little bit squirrely,
okay.
so it'll go some distance and then backwards, so we're just
okay.
Almost landing, almost getting the rock. We will do it before
good.
4, I promise.
So, sorry, what's the issue
Sorry,
right
I
now?
tapped out. I didn't know how to catch up a little.
All right.
No worries.
So close.
We're waiting for the ship to kind of settle out before collecting a rock sample. So we're on a temporary pause per se.
Oh, these over here to the start, to the right look good, right?
Yeah, those are excellent.
Yep. And the request was for one about 15 centimeters.
And anything angular.
Oh yes, and angular, thank you.
Which one are you lining up, Summer?
Rocks.
Which one?
All of them.
Off the screen. I was gonna.
This one, and that one.
I guess I can't really pan that much over with the camera, so yeah, let me get it better lined up. All those over there look like right in front of the slurp hose, right? To the right of it. Oh, the bottom.
Like those ones buried in the sediment? Is that the one you're looking at?
Yeah, they look kind of loose.
Yeah, one way to find out.
Like, see it right to the right of the slurp hose?
Downslope?
Is that not reachable?
You talking about the ones down there?
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
yeah, so you want to drop down then
Okay.
with the vehicle.
Roger.
What?
I think the ship's good now, as long as it holds here.
Thanks to Andrew Gorton and my wife for tuning in from Savannah. Hope you guys are having a great day. We are about to collect some geologic samples. So viewers, we are off.
That one.
Right in front of the slurp?
Is your camera all the way? Yeah, that's possible. Yeah.
We're off of Ofu Olasenga, and we're about 1,100 meters deep right now. We are not in the National Marine Sanctuary of American Samoa. We're just in American Samoan waters.
Sorry, give me 1 sec.
And we are kind of moving up this ridge.
This is going to be sample 090.
Yes.
Geologic and biological samples as we go up. Doing some fish transects, doing some photogrammetry, creating some models of the benthos right here to better understand what's in the area.
Whoops.
We are currently between Ofu Olasenga to the north, between both islands. is where we are currently diving.
When we were coming up right around dinner time, we were pretty close to the island. It was just, or the islands, just beautiful.
Oh yeah, during
Depth is
sunset.
1222.9.
Gorgeous.
Could watch that for days. Have you been on the bridge between the two islands?
No, I've actually never been on the island. I've passed by it numerous times from sea and a few times this cruise, but I haven't actually been on the island.
So how hard is it to get to all the different islands? Is there just kind of like a ferry service that you can take?
So there's most of the time, at least if you're going like from Tutuila to Ofuolsenga, you'll take a small little plane. There's 2 local companies that fly there. And so there's flights every Thursday, and they just added a Tuesday flight. So now you have the option Tuesday and Thursday to fly in or out of Ofu to Tutuila. There is a supply ship that goes once a week, and I believe they take passengers, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Most people anyone I know that's gone to Ofu always takes the plane.
Yeah.
But I'd imagine you could go on the supply ship. It's just not always guaranteed of their leave time. So if you're on a tight schedule, it's probably not the best way to get over. And it's probably better to just buy a flight. Yeah. And then Ta'u, there is an airport on Ta'u as well. And same, I think there's maybe 1 flight, maybe 2 a week. Oh yeah, let's try. There's the rock.
The one above it?
Yeah, up on the
center?
sand. Yeah.
Oh, that big guy? Okay. Yeah,
I don't know if it's cemented in, but maybe it's loose.
Dr. Jackson just said poke around to see what's loose.
That's the plan.
No budge.
No.
What about
The one next to it?
there's also like a small one.
The one to the left?
Yeah.
Down there.
Well, we need 15 centimeters.
Right. It's like a smaller rock.
15 centimeters though.
Oh, here between. Yeah, that one might be too small.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if how happy these rocks are. We want to leave their home.
Is the one that's kind of standing up right there?
Yeah.
Kind of in the center screen below the lasers? So right underneath your arm right there.
The longer one?
Yeah, it's kind of a longer, skinny one.
It's like center screen.
Center screen, yeah.
Oh, like
directly underneath
That's
you.
a pretty big rock.
Yeah.
What about the one, like, below, I mean, not necessarily below the claw, but like right now the claw is on the screen above it, like the smaller one wedged between the 2 other rocks.
Oh, I see. Down below, like at 7 o'clock.
I don't want to do that.
Matt said a jackhammer would be nice to get a giant rock in the middle of the screen. That would be pretty impressive if we had a jackhammer on the ROV.
Is that not going to come on?
I think you're in front of it.
It looks loose. You got this, Summer.
Oh yeah, it does look nice.
Yeah. 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 Okay. Just so that.
So a question coming in, how long are typically on the ship for? We have 17 crew members who are actually on the ship for the entirety of the expedition season, so that's May to October, and they're in charge of
maybe down there on the bottom right.
All things vessel related.
Beneath the crinoid.
What about these smaller ones?
We should be good.
And then our science operations, we can get up to 31. And we kind of come on and off as the expeditions dictate.
What? It all looks the same and not very loose.
We do get to, when we go into port, hop on, land, and explore a little bit if we have a little bit of time.
Down there look kind of
That one kind of looks like a little L shape or cube. But it seems pretty big though.
Yeah, I wonder if any of these big ones are loose. They do look pretty large though.
One of them's gotta be. That's a cool purple coral.
Yeah.
Or blue.
Yeah,
hard to tell.
Very vibrant in color.
We should be able to get one with this.
Our geologist says they're starting to be okay with like even 10 centimeter, starting to dip down a little bit. I'm kind of getting deja vu right now. I feel like we've done something very similar to this before.
There's even a small rock at like 6 o'clock that might look loose too.
Is that
on another dive?
Yeah, that one or the one just to the left of them.
cucumber?
Yeah, one of those two that Bob just pointed out.
You see the sea cucumber by the temperature probe right now?
Yep.
No.
Squishy.
Oh, yep.
I don't see him.
Look right at the temperature probe by the slurp. It's pale and like a C shape.
I see him. Nice.
Yeah. I thought I did, but the heave just took my arm away.
Hana, I feel like I'm getting like deja vu because I feel like I remember another watch trying to get a rock.
Try with this again.
Also next to a, I think it was also next to a big sea fan.
All right, so.
And then also like the geologist was saying that they would take a smaller rock. That might have been like just another.
I don't know. I know we've definitely done rock sampling.
I don't know.
We've done so many dives at this point. They kind of mesh together.
Yeah. We're trying for you, Matthew.
Oh, this one looks promising.
Ooh.
Nice. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
It's a loose
one.
Woohoo. It's probably about 10 centimeters, it looks like.
It's natural environment.
Awesome.
Right.
Yes. Okay, so forward bio boxes are open.
Forward bio box?
Matt said the rock under the claw looks good, which I believe is the one we have now. He's got like a 2-minute delay.
The lasers and then give it a nice QVC turn.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good job, Summer.
Yeah, excellent.
There you go. 10 centimeters.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Did you get all the rotation shots you need?
Sorry.
Are you good?
Let me do it a little bit slower.
It's got a little bit of white crust on it. All right. I think that'll be good.
Good? Okay.
Yep.
Question
this is
about
090.
We do have access to some medical treatment on board, and as well as any type of medical advice we might need on shore. It's pretty safe in terms of exploration.
Either one of these?
Yep.
Matt said, great, thanks.
So the other tip is
Yeah, I'm trying to rotate it now. Keep hitting the rock. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
It's on the porch.
Oh no. Okay. Can you? Yeah. Well, I was trying to rotate it and I kept hitting the wrong button and then I had to turn the. Ah. All right. Yeah.
There you go.
Like
you got it.
Depth perception's hard with the single camera.
Yes. Like that. Down. Oh yeah.
You got it. You can do it.
I like that rock. That's a nice rock.
There, that's, yep. Okay.
The claw.
The claw. He's been chosen.
The claw. That part
Fourth one came out this
so
summer.
funny.
Has anyone seen it yet?
I saw it. It was good.
I have not.
I'm like a little bitter that they continued.
Nope.
I know, but I have to say
spoil
it
it.
wasn't really. I mean, it wasn't really tied into any of the previous Toy Stories, so it's almost like a standalone movie on its own, really.
Yeah, but
you didn't really have to see the previous ones.
Continue the franchise. I felt it was a great ending after 3.
I don't remember the third one. What was the third one? Was that with Jane?
They went to preschool.
Yeah.
And then there was like the bear that was like trying to kill them all.
I don't remember. I don't know if I saw this one.
That's good.
What was the second one? Was that when Jane was introduced? The cowgirl?
Yes.
Okay, I definitely saw that one.
Was
I
that
don't
the
know
one
if
where
I saw the
Woody-
third one
The
though.
third one, Andy went to college, and it was very
Yeah, and then he
emotional.
gave his toys. He like donated his toys.
The girl who the fourth one's about.
Oh.
Nice.
Good job. Right. SDF song enough for interaction.
All right, how do I go? So I want to go that way. Okay, shoulder up and in and down.
I think you're good.
Nice.
Woo!
Oh man,
Yes.
sorry about that.
Time 14:51.
Oh.
I just nudge it up.
Where does it usually housed?
Can we?
Oh.
Mongo. It's kind of actually in a good position to grab for Mongo. I think right there. I think you can reach. Well, do you want me to nudge it? Okay. You want to stow the craft? Okay. Okay. All right. Yep. Here's the heave. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, grip locked.
Oh.
Oh man. I got this. Is that good? All right, I'm locked there. Okay.
Do you need me to hold? No, you good.
I'm good. All right, are you ready? Coming up. Open the claw thing, maybe. As long as you get it, like the thing locked in the jaw. It's been doing that forever. Yeah. But if you can, yeah, as long as you can get that thing's like lock solid. Lock solid, rock solid.
What is this arm on the left?
This is the Mungo arm. It is a very, very strong hydraulic arm that can be used to like break rocks and.
Wow, what's it called?
We call it the Mungo.
Mungo.
Oh.
Mongo.
It's a reference to a movie. Blazing
So
Saddles.
it's really strong and can pull off rocks.
Yeah.
So you're gonna use that to hold the crowbar?
Yeah.
Well, so the crowbar and like the tools are meant to be held with it, so they're at like an angle that arm can pick up and the
I
other
see.
arm can't.
Got it. I see.
Hi. How are you now?